Hey everybody, how's it going? Well, I hope to do a quick review on this reproduction model 1855 Springfield Dragoon pistol slash carbine. I got this from Dixie Gun Works, and before I ordered it, I went on YouTube and looked for some reviews. I really didn't find anything about this reproduction. I found one video, it was foreign, and I think they were using some kind of shotgun primer adapter up here on the cone, and they were just shooting like a wax bullet out of it, and that's really the only video I found on this reproduction. This reproduction is made in Italy by Palmetto. I am not familiar with that company. It's not a correct reproduction of the model 1855. Let's go over what's wrong with it. First of all, it's blued, and the lock and the hammer are hard color cased. So this all would have been white. All the metal would have been white, not color case hardened and not blued. That's the first thing that's wrong with it. Second, it would have had the Maynard priming system right here, so you would have had the little hump. That's the second thing that's wrong. Third, the hammer's wrong because it's not shaped for a Maynard priming system. So that's three things that's wrong with it. Fourth, it does not have the swivel for the single attachment for a single attached sling, so no swivel there. It does have the swivel here and on the buttstock, so when you assemble the buttstock, you can put a 2-point sling on it. So that's the major issues with it being incorrect. Other than that, it's fairly close to a model 1855. Now, so issues with the actual pistol. The cone is, I don't know what size cap you're supposed to use for that cone. Musket caps are too big, so I have to pinch them to make them stay on there. Number 10s and number 11s are too small, so I need to try to find a cone, a musket cone. When I tried to take this apart when I first got it, you can see I marred the crap out of that screw. That thing was in there tighter than Dick's hat band. I thought it was welded in there. I never thought I was going to get that screw out of there. I finally got it out of there, and it was kind of rusty, so I cleaned it up and put some grease on it and screwed her back in there. But man, yeah, it was extremely tight. It recommends using 58 caliber patched round balls with, I think, 30 grains of black powder. I was using mini balls, 58 caliber mini balls, because paper cartridges are a lot easier to load paper cartridges mini balls than it is patch balls, especially on horseback, which you'll see here in a little bit. I will demonstrate loading this on horseback. It does not like the mini balls. At 25 yards, the mini balls were keyholing. Another problem with this, and I think some Loctite will fix this issue, but you can see there's these two arms right here that hold the ramrod system in there. And you got this little like ball joint, and it's got, well, let me show you what happens. So anyways, you got one little screw right here. That screw will come loose, and when that screw comes loose, these arms are not tight up against that ball, and they'll spread. And then, if you're not careful and you're not paying attention, you're going to lose your ramrod. So if that screw comes loose, those arms come loose from that ball right there, and you lost your ramrod. So I think if I take that all apart and clean all the oil out of it, and then put a little bit of Loctite on there and screw that back in there and let her set, that should cure that. Another little issue, and I'm not for sure, but just looking at videos not videos, but pictures of original model 1855s, to me it seems like the angle of the buttstock on this reproduction's a little higher than the pictures of originals. The originals to me seem to be a little lower, and when you shoulder this, you really got to put your head down there to get that sight picture. so it could stand to be angled down a little more. But without having an original to compare that to, I'm just speculating. I don't know if you can see that. It's got a flip up. There's your long range, and flip it forward, and there's your short range. Those are probably the biggest flaws so far. But other than that, it's fun. I love shooting this thing. I love loading it. It's not, like I said, not an accurate reproduction of a Model 1855 Dragoon pistol carbine, but it's the closest thing I can get without buying an original. And since it is a cavalry carbine pistol, I fired it from horseback, and so I'll show you some video of that, loading it and then firing it. Just, it's meant to be fired off horseback in the pistol configuration, and then dismounted, you'd put the buttstock on and use it as a little carbine. So I'll kind of demonstrate that as well. Anyways, there's my review on this. I'm glad I got it. It could be better, but I still like it. So, alright, hey, thanks for watching. Take care. Safe shooting.